Amateur Kitchen, we are making potato soup.
I love making soups. They're probably one of my favorites because it's a one-pot meal. You can prep everything ahead of time, and it makes for a great weeknight meal or even a cold weekend meal. Actually, I like soups even in the summertime. So
She does.
I do. I love them. And I love potato soup because you can add in a ton of vegetables and we puree them and whatnot. So the little ones don't know that they're eating actually vegetables. So
Vegetables?
yes, vegetables. We'll see if she likes it. I hope she does. I'm knocking on wood on this one. Knock on wood. All right, are you ready, Maria?
Yes.
Let's go ahead and get started on making this.
Potato soup.
Here we go.
That we need to prep, and to finish it up, I am cutting up some celery.
Yes, and Maria said the key word of prep. In a culinary world, they say mise en place, which means just prepping all your food before you before you start cooking it. So she's finishing up on the celery. We have 3 celery stalks, 2 large carrots, 1 onion, and then 5 russet potatoes that we have peeled and chopped. And we actually stick them in cold water while we're waiting so the oxidization process doesn't start and then they start browning. So the cool water is going to help with that. You're doing great with chopping, Maria.
Thanks.
You can get these kids knives pretty much anywhere. So do that. The kids can help out. And then also we have 7 slices of bacon that I kind of chopped into about a 1/2 inch pieces, and we're going to go ahead and render that on the stove. You're going to see on the recipe that we asked for 5 slices of bacon, but I like bacon.
I love bacon.
She is obsessed with bacon. So we added a little bit of extra, and then we're also going to use a little extra for garnish too. So I'm going to head over to the stove while she finishes cutting up the celery. So we have a large pot over medium heat, and I'm just going to add in our chopped up bacon. We're just renderizing this bacon, and it's just going to become nice and crispy. Be sure not to add any oil to the pan prior to as well. So the bacon has rendered nicely. Now I'm just going to remove it with a slotted spoon and go ahead and put it on a plate with some paper towel just to kind of absorb a little bit more of that grease. We're also going to drain out some of this fat, and then we'll start on the vegetables.
To our pot, I am going to add in our carrots, onion, and celery. And then just go ahead and stir it all together. Stir in the potatoes with the rest of the vegetables.
Now it's time to season our potato soup. So I'm just going to add in some salt, some freshly ground black pepper, a pinch of cayenne pepper to add just a little bit of heat, some paprika for some nice color. Oregano is absolutely delicious in this, so a little bit of oregano. A little dry oregano goes a long way, so be careful with that. A smidge of garlic powder, and about a teaspoon of dried thyme. Perfect. Now stir this all together. And this seasoning acts as a Cajun seasoning, so it's going to give it a little bit of depth and not have such a bland potato soup, because potatoes, they need a little bit of help. There's not a lot of flavor.
The next thing we need to add to this recipe is 6 cups of chicken stock.
At this point, you want to turn the heat up high so it starts to boil. Then go ahead and place a lid over top and simmer until all the vegetables are nice and tender. So our vegetables are nice and tender. What are you going to do now, Maria?
Now I'm just going to puree half of the soup.
Yes, and we're using an immersion blender. Be very careful. Only do this with the adults. Okay. And then what this is going to do is it's going to help thicken it. Go ahead and just kind of go around. Very nice. If you don't have an immersion blender, you can also use a regular blender. Just be careful because the heat can kind of make that explode. So you got to be really careful. All right? So we're just going to finish pureeing all of this. Very nice, Maria. Good job. Thank you so much. Now you can see it's thick, isn't it, Maria?
Yes.
It's nice and thick, and that's just a natural way to thicken this soup. There's no need to add extra flour or whatnot, in my opinion. So now we're just going to carefully pour this back in. If you want to, you can also do the entire soup if you want it more creamy like this. We're just doing some of it. Yum. Look good?
Yep. To this potato soup, I am going to add in some cream.
Yes, it's going to make it nice and bright colored, and I'll let you stir it in after you add it. Go ahead and add the whole thing. Very nice. And then I'm going to also add in some extra salt and pepper just to taste. That looks good, Maria.
Okay. And after I'm all done stirring this, all we have to do is try it.
That's right. Pretty simple. Lots of flavor. Yum.
It's very creamy.
It is very creamy.
Delish.
It does look delicious.
And the last thing this soup needs is some bacon.
Yes. That we've been snacking on the whole time, right?
Yep. More?
Sure. It's your soup. Why not?
Okay. And cheese.
Some cheese. Yummy. And it's going to melt all in there.
Now all we have to do is try it.
That's right. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what Maria thinks. Careful, might be a little hot.
It is, but it's good.
Yum. Comfort in a bowl. The creamy potatoes, the bacon,
The cheese.
the cheese. That all puts it on a whole nother level. We controlled it with the sodium by using reduced sodium chicken stock, which helps a lot. We can control all of that. I absolutely love it. Do you like it?
I love it.
2 thumbs up. I can't get much better than that. Let me tell you what. Before we finish diving into this, and I guess sharing this with Chris, maybe our neighbors, and all of you guys, we want you, our friends, to head to our website, amateurkitchen.tv, to find all of our recipes and videos, including this one and more soup recipes. And what else do we want everyone to do, Maria?
We want you guys to click our like button or follow button on all of our social media pages.
Yes, so you can see what Maria and I are doing every single day. Again, our dear friends at iFood.tv have hooked us up with a brand new channel on Roku. It's absolutely free, so check that out. If you don't know what Roku is, just get on your computer, Google it. We're on there. Again, it's free. We also have our own app through Windows 8, the App Store, and you can find all of our recipes and videos in the palm of your hand, along with all the nutritional facts, which I think is pretty cool.
I think it's awesome.
I'm going to stop talking. You guys need to start clicking, sharing, liking, everything like that. We're going to finish enjoying this, and we want all of you guys, we want to see all of you guys right back here again next time on
Amateur Kitchen.
See you later.
Bye.
You like?
Mm-hmm.